recording on this. Now I'm going to go live on my Facebook.
Yes.
Just a minute. If I don't do that.
I just
Yes, go.
let's just get that.
Yay, it's being live streamed. Just still saying, setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. Done. And we are live on my Facebook. Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. I woke up with beautiful class listening during my walk, and a beautiful day, a cool evening after so long. I feel so good. How are you?
I'm good. I've just like put a demand in my world to like really start creating. Yeah. For me, like creating my life and contributing to people or contributing to others that really desires to create too. So
yeah. And that's why we are here actually. It's about, we're going to talk about the upcoming telecall series, Energy Pools with Money. But as Sarah was mentioning, it is totally about creating your life. And every tool we present, we talk about in Access Consciousness in our coaching business, or classes, facilitation, that's what we call for coaching, make something easy, like having you realize that you have the power in you, that you you think you don't know, but you do know. There are so many beautiful tools for that, and energy pools is one of it. Actually, after yesterday, I had a lot of head tripping, meaning a lot of thoughts that did not belong to me. I lowered my walls and barriers while I was going to bed at night, and I started pulling the energy. I used to do that a lot, and I forgot it somehow. And this telecall also reminded me that it is time to use the energy pools, and I woke up with a totally different mindset.
different. And you were saying like the head tripping. What I've been really noticing in me, like I go looking for something's wrong. There's this energy of this compassion. Like I'm very OCD, so I love like creating, and if I'm not creating, I'm creating crap. And so I have that energy. And so one thing I'm like is a really simple tool that I've started choosing is stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
stop.
Like
That
really
doesn't go
just stop.
anywhere.
Stop. And then when you say like lower down the wall, and then one of my questions I've been asking is, am I making a conscious choice here? Or is it just a reactive reality that I'm just being? Because for me, if I'm in a reactive reality, energy pools are just, they don't exist because I'm in that reaction. There's no question. So stop. That's the one thing I'm just starting to go like, and it's, intensity, not from avoidance, intensity from like, this is changing. Like, this is like, stop it. Like, yeah. So
amazing.
So the energy pools, we start on the 25th. Is
Yes,
that
we start on
correct?
25th of April and 9:30 a.m. Eastern US time. And it will be like 4:30 p.m. in Europe and 5:30 in Turkey, and a 2-hour behind for Latin American countries. We have, representing a lot of countries. It will be a half an hour to maybe a little over. But this is a practice that I would highly strongly suggest that you incorporate in your life. Whenever I really do that continuously, if I'm committed to it, I see the results so much quicker and easier than what we tend to do. We learn in this life that in order to create something or achieve something, this reality is wording, to achieve a target, you need to have a plan, A, B, C, D, E. It is so linear, but there are so many things that are not so linear. And if your mind could create a better life for you, you would have had it for now. This is beyond your mind. This is a creation with your being and playing with the energies. And I start talking.
When we talk about like playing with the energy, I heard something the other day that really like got me to stop again. Like, what if we could stop judging money and start playing with money?
Exactly.
And the one thing with us, well, I know with me, energy is my first language. That I get so caught up with, the behavior patterns and everything of this reality that I just like lose myself with the energies, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I love about energy pools. It gets that practice. It gets you to really look at being congruent with what you're asking for too, because it is that pulling energy. I love what you just said, because we're just being told like in our head, like we have to do this, do that. It's a doing. But what if it's not actually a doing? What if energy isn't doing? So that's something I love about energy pools, is that practice. And energy is, well, for me, it's actually me. I'm no separate from energy. So, but I still I still function from separation. And so what I'm really excited about these energy pools is that what if that can really start like showing us there's no separation from what we're pulling in, and we can actually see. So I actually notice when I'm pulling in crap, because I'm actually pulling in the crap, but when I'm pulling in what I actually truly desire. And so that's the other question to ask, like, and you've said it many, many times with me and over in your other calls, is what energies do you actually desire to have as your life? And so these energy pools are about like really playing with the energy. And I'm really like being like this intense of curiosity right now, because what if it is about true play and not judging? And, like when we judge, well, that's just going to separate. And I love our conversations about this. So,
Yeah, I love that too. And this is such a fun, and it's almost like game, like play, like practice. And once we will do that 5 days in a row. But once you get the practice, some of you might have done it already. What does it take to be in this call again and be with the group? Because with the group also, even though I'm the one doing the session, sort of, it's like a energetic session, but I also tune in to people's worlds, and whatever comes up as a clearing, as a point of view that stops between us and the creation of the money you desire or whatever you want to have in your life, those get cleared up. Because as you said, we are in the energetic field when we do this practice without our minds. I facilitate that we just be in the energy and just pull from that energy without any point of view. Actually, energy pools, what we call, this is the energy pool without any point of view, any presumption, any reactive realities, just as you, as your true self, your true being. Otherwise, we also have energy pools without really realizing, in a default position, which is your points of view create your reality. If you have negative points of view constantly, and that's, guess what, you will be pulling in to your life. It will be
and that's what I was just saying. Yeah. And if you pick up other people's stuff and you buy that's yours, then you're going to be, that's going to be amplifying too. So
So it's
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
magnet, whatever your state of mind is, you are attracting that. And like Sarah said, it's our main language is energy. We come to this world not knowing the native tongue that your parents are speaking, but we were speaking energy because that is what we know. And
Yeah.
as we learn language and as we train, we tend to separate from that quality, and also not to be different from others. Where we tap into with energy pools is your true nature, is your true self. So
Yeah.
once those barriers and walls are down, and we expand into that being space of being rather
And
than doing, and
and
yeah.
I was just going to say, you're not wrong. Like, I'm starting to start looking at, like, ask the question is,
Mhm.
when I choose not to be the energy pools, you're not wrong for choosing not to be the energy pools. And this is what I love about these energy pools. It is a practice and it is a choice too. And so, money and having money and energy pools are about your choices, your conscious choices that you're choosing to,
Yeah.
or not conscious choices, or that automatic stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward, yeah, to these pools.
Me too. And know that you don't have to have done any access at all to join. I will be sharing the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, because every now and then I might be using it throughout the calls. And that's all you need to do. And it's a YouTube video you can watch. It's a fun video. It's almost like a telecall in itself. Even though I know what the clearing statement is, every now and then I just listen to it and tap into the energy. I love the way Dr. Dane here, the co-creator of Access Consciousness, and Simone Milasas talk about it.
Yeah.
And it is like every tool we use is making your life easier, and every tool we offer, you can use during your daily life, on a bus, on a commuter train, on while walking in crowds, everywhere you be, you can use those tools. They are so practical and so magical and easy, but sometimes we don't believe that it could be so easy. And in the
And
other call
so,
with
and
Spanish, I was
I'll be,
I
oh,
was
go
asking,
on.
just one more. I was asking, we did a Spanish call about this with Paula, and there was a telecall actually. I don't remember who did it, but it's a nice question. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves, is ease too difficult for you? Because we're so accustomed to be in
Well,
difficulty,
thank you.
in troubles.
Thank you. You just brought back was something I was going to bring up, and then it just popped out of my head, but it came up. It's our comfort zone.
Yeah,
So, out of our own comfort zone, like my comfort zone is being surrounded like poverty of being, like that comfort zone of just so used to like being contracted and that, but that's and dis-ease.
yeah,
But my uncomfort and my comfort, like what if that's the ease? Like
yeah.
what if that is ease? Like what if ease, like you're saying, is like what if we choose it?
What if you could create your life from ease instead of struggle? Have you ever considered,
Dis-ease.
yeah, and have you ever considered it as a possibility, or have you always known but disregarded because this world works with struggle and overcoming the struggles and winning in the end for that instantaneous taste of winning, just
Yeah.
lasts about 5 minutes maximum, and you find yourself in another struggle to overcome. What if it could be really easy? But it's at the end of the day, it's all choice. Are you really willing to have ease in your life? It doesn't mean you're not going to act on anything. All these tools make it easier for a lot, you to be aware of multiple possibilities,
So
but you
that's a
need to have
ask.
an action too.
That can be a ask. That's going to be one of my asks in the energy pools, to have ease. And I've been asking, like, questions around, like, what have I decided that, or what's valuable about dis-ease than ease?
Yeah.
Like, who would I be without dis-ease, and who would I be with ease? Like, honestly, if I was, like, right now with this conversation is really ease. Like, we're talking
Yeah.
and the energy flows, and dis-ease, well, yeah, like, we're not judging this reality, but this reality is about dis-ease, difficult, like overcoming things, the fight of things.
Mhm.
There has to be always a fight.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, that's
almost praised, you can hear people talking or even in the news, overcoming. He had a hard life and he has done this. Yes, we
yeah,
all have had those times and we all change things, but it is almost like praised upon, ease is not so praised upon. If you have
very
achieved
brave.
wealth, riches, anything that is comfortable, if you have struggled through it, then you are praised.
So yeah, praise and pride.
Yeah.
Pride and praise. I love that, like together, like, the flags.
It doesn't mean I'm not, I'm so grateful, not pride, but I'm so grateful for everything that has happened. There, yeah, of course, I have had hard times, but eventually choosing yourself every day, every moment. It's
Yeah,
not a journey like overnight journey, but you making choices every moment, every day, multiple times, choosing you. Uh,
you.
and it's a
Yeah,
journey, and
the
it's
value of you, and the more that you choose, like every choice,
yeah.
what if there's never been a wrong or right choice? Because it's got, like, when I go, wow, I'm here right now, and yes, my choices, are choosing what I'm choosing. A choice creates awareness. So if you just keep, like, choosing, keep choosing. And I heard it once, and you'll keep choosing maybe the same thing over and over and over again. And then you'll just go, oh, I'm done with this. You'll see, like, you actually, and I'm starting to get that energy. You see, it's just a waste of time. And so, but like, it's your life, and it's your choices, and the energy pools are just one of the tools that can really contribute creating the life that you can choose.
And you know what I also do with the previous energy pools, because you will have your recordings. I listen to them going to bed at night, even though the class is over. You can still listen to them and tap into the energy. It still continues to contribute, and this is the beauty of it.
Yeah, I listened, and you did a SOP session taster at New Year's time,
Yes,
and
yes.
it popped up. I was looking to listen to something to go to sleep, and it popped up, and I heard your voice. So your voice was like, speaking to me, and SOP energy, like well, I call SOP energy magic energy, like creating more possibilities for you. Like, it melts your barriers,
Yeah,
or the barriers.
it's all
And I
created.
would say energy pools are that too. If you've got barriers, they can definitely, like, be melting too. I always thought, like, you had to fight or really push down your barriers. What I really notice more and more is actually it's the melting, not
Yeah.
the pushing down. So I've always, like, had to force and thought, and I've noticed, like, the more I actually relax into it and allow them to melt, then that actually melts me too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, you are cordially invited if this pings you, or sometimes when there is something that will contribute to a big change, we also feel like a lot of resistance and reaction to it. Just check those, reactions. Is it pinging? Is it creating a resistance in you, or you don't want to even listen? There may be something for you that will change your life that may be your resistance to. So be
Mm.
aware what you are resisting to. And if you weren't resisting and reacting or aligning and agreeing with anything, what would you be aware of and what would you choose?
Thank you.
Thank
That's so
you,
cool.
Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.